What's up, guys? We're back. Game 2 here. Looks like we're getting all...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you. Kinda. You're really soft, though. No, like...
Hello?
There you go.
Alright, game 2's coming up.
Awesome. And if you can see the bracket, it's been updated. The next game looks like it's going to be between Wood Tier Gaming and me and Clown's very own Mystik Gaming over here. So, looks like we're going to be facing one of these fine two teams in the finals, hopefully. But, hopefully we have a tough match next game, so...
I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, last game I definitely think they underestimated the counterplay to Kale.
Yeah.
And then definitely just thought, oh, I'm going to pick her and win, GG. And as we saw, he's very comfortable in the versus Kale matchup, and hopefully they will just ban him out or let him play it and try to counterpick it.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm expecting a Kale ban here because it was extremely strong. Other than that, though, I can see the bans being the same. I will say for 100% fact, the first ban on Purple Team will be Oriana. They have banned out Oriana every single game. There is the Kale ban. Okay. And it's going to be, I really hope to see that Trung plays something that he wants to play this time instead of something else. I'll also wonder if they'll want to ban out the top lane super tanks per se, or if they're going to try to pick something. So,
First play Shyvana.
Yeah, let's see what they ban out here. It'll be interesting to see the team comps, or they might, both teams might feel like they had a really strong comp, but weren't able just to capitalize on it. So,
I think for how boring bottom lane was, no one's going to get touched down there, and surprisingly, they're going to run the same comps, and something different's going to happen this time.
I would kind of like to see maybe from Purple Team that maybe they run like a Nocturne or something, and they could throw some damage in bot lane, because the purple side Nocturne ults are really, really strong coming out of there.
Especially from the
that boots. There's the Evelyn, obviously. Yeah. It looks like they're going to leave pretty much most of them up. They do have first pick, though, so I would not be surprised to see if they take Shyvana again, because I know FX loves playing Shyvana. So,
It did pretty solid against Shyvana. I guess we missed the kills that got traded top
sorry
lane.
about that. We had a little bit of stream problems. It's due to our casting.
I'd probably see maybe a little more aggressive bot lane.
Yeah, I would too. Well, you can't really get much more aggressive than Leona.
No, for the other team because they played Janna.
Oh, for jungle main, yes, I could see that too. So maybe the Janna pick wasn't so good. Oh, it looks like they're actually banning out Shyvana, so they might just be trying for Rengar. Yeah, I would expect to see one of them too, because it's really kind of, if you don't play one of them now, you're kind of putting yourself behind. They're just too good.
Mundo, Shiv, Rengar, Renekton.
Yeah, and they have massive respect for the Olaf pick on Purple Team, so they do not like dealing with that. But, and actually there you go, with the more aggressive, first pick Leona, that's pretty strong. And again, there's the Renekton, and let's see here if they pick anything else here. The Jinx pick, that's extremely strong. So kind of scary though, picking Jinx into Leona, because if she does get caught, she really can't get out. It'll be interesting to see if she takes Cleanse or not, because if she doesn't take Cleanse, just expect a lot of burst to happen on her face.
I like to see a Jarvan jungle here, or someone that has a really solid...
I really like that pick right there. The Sivir and the Rengar, that gives them a lot of movement speed, a lot of ability to follow up on the Leona ultimate, and it's going to be awesome to see who they pick here at the bottom two. It looks like they still have their jungler and mid lane to pick. Maybe their jungler will be someone like Hecarim, or somebody with some movement speed. But I honestly don't know. I just know that Boku has played Hecarim before in the past, so it'll be interesting also to see who they pick up here, because this is where the team comps actually start to form together.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. I would expect to see someone who could stick on an AD carry and never let him.
Yeah.
I can understand why they banned Olaf if they were going to pick Jinx. I can understand the Evelyn ban.
That Jinxes might be really scary. If they were...
Oh, Poppery.
I've actually seen this in a scrim before, and it is highly aggravating. But again, the Elise pick was really solid. If they really lock in this Poppy, they'll be my heroes. But it's Thresh. That is really, really good against their comp. So he trolled me too hard, man. I was so excited for that. Where's my Poppy at?
Where's our team
at? I know. I want my food, man. I'm hungry. Huh? Amumu and Wukong. So it looks like they are definitely going for a lot of crowd control here. It looks like it's going to be a mid-lane Wukong, which I can actually see working.
I think Wukong.
But if he picks... Kale is open, and I know Quantum. Absolutely. Oh, Kale's banned. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. What's up? I don't know. Akali, and we have seen him play Akali a lot here recently. And that's going to be really, really strong. Also, I think that the blue team is going to be lacking in the damage department. They don't have any ability power, and unless that...
I mean, Amumu could go damage.
Yes, he could. Is that going to be a mid lane?
Wait, hold on a second. We see 2 smites here. Someone gonna change? Okay, good.
I'm confused here. I'm excited for this game, though, because this is throwing the meta out the window. So, I'm excited to see how this plays out.
Well, I think Wukong is not necessarily a bad pick against Akali. The extra armor magic that you get, especially when the ganks come.
Yeah, so...
the ability to get away. You guys both have visibility.
They have a lot of damage here, actually, and they'll be pretty beefy. They're into the game. Also, we'll have to see if they can run a level 1, because their level 1 is not... It's a little bit stronger than their last game, but I don't think that the other team is going to readily face check a bush like they did last time.
Well, Purple Team's level 1 is really good right now. They have Rengar stun, they have Renekton stun, they have Jinx W, possibly E, Thresh Hook, Elise E. Like, they have a lot to work with.
You might see the Jinx pick up her Q first, based solely on the fact that it does AoE damage, and that AoE damage is extremely good. Also, the only other... each team has good wave clear. They each have great siege potential. I would give the siege potential over to purple side more because they have the longer range with the Jinx. Each team has excellent wave clear though. It's gonna be awesome to see if they can follow up, because if that Leona lands good ults and actually starts initiating fights, they have amazing follow up with it. So.
Well, blue team is definitely looking more to fight this game. They want to go in and they want a team fight. They have a Mumu ulti, they have Wukong ulti, they have Leona ulti, they have Sivir ulti for the Rengar. They're going in and they're gonna kill.
Yeah.
So.
The problem is they don't have any burst damage though, so they're going to have to get to the backline to be able to do anything. Whereas the other team has a really good counter to that in Thresh. If Thresh drops his box, it's going to be really, really difficult for them to get through it. If they have to run through every single one of their... If every single one of them has to run through the Thresh box, I honestly don't see them getting to the Jinx. That Jinx is a hyper carry, and if she gets excited... Well, really
the thing is, they're going to rely on Leona's ulti, Zenith Blade, combo Q to lock her down for the Amumu to follow up and for the Wukong to follow up with his ulti. Yeah, and while they are all getting knocked up and having a fun time, Sivir's going to get it back, throwing her ricochets, doing AoE.
They have a lot of AoE damage, but they are going to be a little bit lacking in that department, so I would expect each of them to pick up at least some bit of damage.
I can see that.
And if they don't, they're going to fall way behind, because if they all build tank, they're not going to be able to deal with the Renekton or the Elise, because Elise is a tank shredder with her percentage health damage, especially if she gets going with some magic pen. And Renekton's just going to be a huge wall, not to mention the Akali. The only thing that I can see is Akali's not going to be able to burst anyone down unless she gets really fed, besides the Sivir. And the Sivir can always spell shield something to negate the damage or negate the initiation or something. But
I've seen AP Amumu, heavy AP Amumu is really popular recently with the Andres and the Abyssals and stuff like that.
Just today, you even see the power of Amumu when Edward played it as a support earlier in today's matches. So, who would have thought? Support Amumu 2014. Leave it to Edward, man. Leave it to Edward.
He's like a Leona pretty much, though.
But I will have to say that in terms of team comps, I like purple teams better because they have a more traditional. It also has really good pick potential, and they also play to their strengths. They usually like playing either Kale and running a team fight oriented comp, or they'll run a team that can run 4 people with a lot of wave clear and try to pressure towers, out rotate the other team, force rotations, and pick them off in the jungle with Elise and Akali. So that'll be really good. And with the Jinx pickup, they'll be able to. Their tower siege is insanely high.
Well, their blue team is really good at killing one person.
Exactly.
They kill something.
If they can get onto everybody, then they will do a lot of damage. But the problem is, if they can't follow up on that, once their ults are down, they're going to be really weak. Especially with the Amumu and the Wukong picks. They're really banking on bursting somebody down with their ults. So,
depending on how the laning phase goes, and when they start rotating, I'm definitely expecting to see a very early talisman on the Thresh to help them try to get away from
definitely so. And like I said, that Thresh pickup here was immense. That's a really, really good pickup. And that Thresh alone might just win them this game with that. If he can play them correctly, and if he can use his body
lantern saves.
Yeah, exactly so.
They have a very good,
also, you cannot underestimate the power of the Thresh and the Jinx lane. Because if Thresh gets a hook, then Jinx can throw her snare right behind the target, and Thresh can jump to him and flay them into the snare. And that's a lot of CC for just a few seconds, and then Jink can throw the slow out, has the wrong range rockets, do a lot of damage that way. Not to mention the stacking attack speed buff, really good. On top of being one of the best tower pushers in the game.
Oh, for sure. But it
And
looks
here-
like they're not going to be able to see each other here.
No, they're not. It might not be one of those epic level 1 fights again that Wit kind of arrived, but you will be able to see some invade here.
The kills, the gold kills that you get for it isn't very high.
You
The
also-
buffs are still busted.
Yeah, they're also the buffs. The buffs are important. What it might be, though, is blue team might rotate up here to their blue and try to get that.
I see the thing is, though, they're not deep enough for me to think
It
that.
looks like their Rengar is going to be, somebody's going to be.
But it looks like
they're
purple team
definitely
will be
taking
going on
their
their blue. I wonder if blue will do the same.
Yeah,
Looks like they're not moving.
no, it's
Oh,
not.
and moving without a blue is a very bad time.
Yeah, Mumu with no blue is really scary. He's going to have a bad time. He's pretty mana reliant. It does not look like it. They have no vision on them at all. This is
looks
not
very bad.
looking like a good start for this game, so it's almost like they know that a Mumu without blue is fairly weak, so
I think everyone knows about a blue.
yeah. It's kind of his downfall.
Hopefully they would know that and know that they have no reason on blue.
How to beat Mumu, take blue.
Yeah, big news there, guys. A Mumu without blue is
I didn't
weak.
see if we probably be able to see a collie come from that side or not, but that could have been a good tell on that. Thresh is putting a ward down at their blue. This will really help.
Now that they know their blue's up, he's probably just going to go straight for their blue. Oh, that might not be good, though, because he has the stun up. Oh, good thing he started W, but that might push him out of lane. Also, you can see that Amumu is not going to be able to go for their blue because they have a ward on him. If he goes over there, the Jinx and the Thresh could be able to walk them up. Hey, that thing's there, and you should mouse it if you need anything. Exactly.
I love snowflake animation on Simmers.
Yeah, it's really cool. I just bought that skin today, actually. It's pretty sweet. I would say that the matchup to watch, though, is definitely the mid lane. Once that gets going, it's going to be very, very fun to watch.
Mumu's going to go gank, take this red buff.
It actually looks like they're about to have a fight up there, and I would definitely give this fight to Elise. But it looks like Elise does not see him. Can you scroll up there? There we go. And he smited it away! See if he hops out, and when he's in that small corridor like that, oh no, there's going to be another fight up here. They might lose it. They have 2 stuns right now. If that Elise started with her E. So it looks like he started with his E. He's going to be able to get out of this just fine. But he is going to be taking that percentage health damage, and that is a really strong pickup for them. They were able to get that. Also, that blue buff is still up over there. I do not believe Elise took it yet. And it looks like he might be able to go B and get that. He also has not cleared his blue buff though, so they denied the timer on it. Therefore, at least the Amumu will still get the timer. It'll be interesting to see how this Wukong builds though. I honestly don't know what he's going to do. The typical build path is to always rush the, so much damage. That's he, and that is a dead Wukong, sir. And that, again, does not spell good because a Fed Akali is not something to deal with. And I don't understand why he stood in melee range while he had his Q still on him. So. But, oh well.
Alright, so Mystik had a you have to take care of.
Kind of. I just, wanted my team to be here at times, so it's kind of an emergency, per se. But it looks like that Leona missed an initiation as well, but again, I think the matchup, ooh, and that's not very strong.
Okay, hold on here.
Now we can see if they can fight here. I would definitely give this fight over here to the Jinx. Ooh, and that looks like a kind of a waste, unless they can get a stun.
Hold on, someone's down there.
Oh, there is.
Mumu is down there.
Amumu is down here. They could get a kill off of this if they can follow it up.
There.
There. Oh, and that was an amazing flash by that Jinx. And now they're going to have to back off. He's just way too low.
Yeah, really
And
nice
once
flash
this,
there, Mark.
This might be a kill here, too. I don't know what. He's dead. Me either, man. It's kind of just... And it looks like we missed a fight here, too. Will he be able to get the kill? Oh, lives with a sliver of health.
A little under 20 right there.
This is not looking good again for this team.
guys need to pick their fights accordingly. They can't be going in.
Yes, they are. But you know, at the early game, sometimes on fights like that, it's just like 50-50. Whoever gets the more damage done. And living with under 10 HP, you just gotta kind of deal with it. Now, I don't understand why that Wukong ran back in while he still had the Q proc from Akali. And Akali's going B, and it looks like she's gonna be able to pick up. I honestly don't know, but she'll be able to pick up some ability power off of this. Once she gets that, she'll be a lot stronger. Let's see what she buys.
You might be getting rushing a Seekers.
It might be the Seekers against the Wukong. And Wukong looks like he's going for some magic resist, but it's already been negated by the Sorcerer's Shoes, so. And I definitely agree there.
Also getting out of control in mid lane already.
He's going to be strong. He's going to be able to insta-give that Sivir in a hurry.
He's down 19 CS. He's down 2 kills.
It's not good. That Elise is also going to scale well. And she just went back for her first time, and she is definitely rushing that golem like most junglers should. Cough, cough.
I like it. That's like go. I might go Bootstone instead of the full crystal though.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea too. So get more ganks off, get more gank happy.
Okay,
that is a lot of damage coming out from that Sivir. And they popped the cleanse, and that is the strength of Leona. Really if she can catch somebody out like that, that's a lot of damage with her passive. But the Sivir Q still hurts at an early level. I don't know if it is anymore, but it used to be one of the, if you can hit it by itself, it used to be one of the bigger single target damage dealers in the game. If you can hit it by itself. Of course, now it scales down by the more people you hit, but it still hurts people quite a bit. And it just got nerfed again here recently because it was a little overpowered. But
Thresh is really deep in enemy territory
right now. You can see the passive there. That might, the Rengar. That is a
spirit shot.
I don't think he'll be able to follow up on it unless that Rengar can level up here. See, I just don't understand why he stands in range while he has his Q proc on him. It's kind of just silly. Should know better not to just stand there. Like, wait till it's down and then fight again.
Rengar should be about to be hitting 6 here. But you can get back out after this fight.
There's the 6 proc. I don't think he's still going to be able to fight.
Oh, a dragon.
Here's the dragon fight that might not be so wise of them to fight here. You can see this Amumu. Is he level 6? The Amumu is level 6. Oh, this is going to be a really strong initiation. Nope. That was an amazing ult. Oh, Amumu's not going to be able to. Yes, it is. He's not going to be able to get on anything. Oh, that was awesome. Did he? Ooh, that's not very strong. That Amumu should have ulted a lot sooner than that.
That's going to be another one. The Leo
still didn't get the kill. I guess that is an Asu, but that makes the Akali 4-0-2 with a red buff. I don't see how he's going to be able to win against that anymore because he's not going to be able to get away. And the dragon. So that extends the gold lead almost to 4K. 4.2 calories. Yes, that's not good at all. He's also getting outfarmed by, what, 30 now? Yeah.
He has now more CS in the jungle.
Can you do me a favor and click on the gold really quick? I want to see just the gold differential here. Yeah, he's almost at 4,000 gold to his not even 2,000. So he has more than double the amount of gold. He's not going to be able to make it out of that. That's so much damage. Hopefully this Wukong can get it together and get something. It looks like he is also going to be rushing the normal standard build on Wukong.
Oh my god, he just stood there.
I don't know why he stood there. I don't think he needs to flash because if you already got the auto, the burn damage from red would kill him. So I don't really know why he flashed and did that.
I don't know, he might be able to survive.
Oh, here's the play though, the shutdown. Oh, no way. No way. And he is going to get, he blew the flash. No. Oh. I was about to say, if he's about to beat Faker over here or something, but. Ooh, that's a lot of damage coming out from that Sivir.
Almost
that
did
Sivir
living
can
thing.
get fed enough, they might be able to turn this around, but it's going to take a lot.
You said fed enough and it's 9 minutes in.
Yeah, no. And I think the Akali is already fed enough to pretty much snowball for the rest of this team.
They should have stopped from the last game. It's how you learn from your players. Mid lane is the best game.
You should have went there. I don't see why they also know that their mid laner is their best player. Ooh, that was a really good stun. You see that flash up?
Oh, man.
Nope, he's going to get out. Does Amumu have his ult up? No, he does not. It's still on cooldown, but it looks like his Q His Q will be off cooldown here in just a second. Oh, there it is. Here it is.
So there's a little more health actually, more than anything.
Yeah, at least they can get the Rengar. If the Rengar can get fed, he'll be able to be a little bit stronger. As long as he can split push effectively. Here comes a gank from Elise.
Oh!
That is an awesome. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, he flashed out of it. That's really good then. So, not much damage dealt. Those Spiderlings soaked up a good chunk of damage. It looks like Wukong is coming down here, though. Oh, and there's a really good... Oh, and at least they caught onto the Thresh. Let's see if they can make anything out of this. There's the Wukong ulti. But it does not look like they're going to be able to get anything out of this side. No, they're not. They keep doing a lot of damage and getting them low, but oh, the super mega death rocket.
Oh my god,
this is not good. Yep, and there's another snare, and there's a double kill for Jinx.
3-0. You cannot say outplaying him.
No, that's not. That is not good at all either. Oh, actually, here's a Moo Moo. He might die as well if he's not careful. I don't really like this idea of him. Can the red buff kill him? Nope, red buff not enough burn. Nope. Oh, can a Moo Moo get this Jinx though? He can. That's at least a really good cleanup. He can still follow up with his Q if he can get in there close. He does have the red buff. It is warded. And there's another Q. Oh, the stun from him. That's really good though for them. At least he got something out of it. That Amumu can get tanky enough, he'll be able to at least lock down that Akali. And maybe with the burst potential from Sivir, they might be able to get a kill. But again, the Sivir doesn't even have a BF sword yet. So that's going to be kind of like...
The amount these guys are behind right now
is substantial. They're down, what now? 4,500 gold. It's not good. Hopefully, though, they're not farming. They're all behind the farm, actually, except for Sivir, who's keeping up well. Hey, at least they got a tower out of that, so that gives them a little bit of gold, but it's going to start to help soothe that gap. But again, it's going to have to go to late game for them to be effective. Back to what I was saying earlier, though, if you know that Quantum Physics just went and completely destroyed your team, and he's one of their better players, I don't understand why they kind of went a not-so-gank-heavy jungler, and they kind of went for the team fight oriented six. Or if they would have picked somebody who could do a little bit more damage, have a little bit more early game presence, they might have been able to shut him down, especially on a short-range melee mid laner.
Well, see, I was thinking maybe they were...
And this might be a kill here, too. Because at least with red buff, it's pretty hard to get... Ooh!
Oh!
And the jukes! Nope, Quantum Physics is here. And then he ulted away, and that is the beauty of Rengar. Oh, I got caught. Press R profit. Walk away into oblivion. Well, it looks like they might be setting up for a Baron here. I did not catch the timer on the last one. Can you look at chat, spectator mode? Oh, 20 seconds. That's awesome. Oh, they might be able to pick up a kill here on the Thresh. They do. And if they have a timer for Dragon, they will be able to get it. I believe the Mumu ult is up. Oh, and that is awesome. Where's the... Oh, and that is a lot of damage on there, too. Oh, and that is an awesome pick for them, especially for him. And see, he has a red buff now. Super. Ooh. Did he spell shield the super mega death rocket there?
I think so.
That is some good reflexes. Yes, he is. He has the red buff, so he's gonna be able to slow him here. Red buff proc. There it is. Oh, and there's the damage. And the dragon is still up, so they can go get the... This is really good for them. That's what, 3 kills for 0? That is a good analogy, sir. And it looks like they're going to be able to pick up the dragon off this as well. The only thing that I can see lacking is, if they do catch up in the mid game, when it comes to the late game, they might just not have the damage output to keep up. Yes. They're going to have to win mid-game if they want to win.
I see, this is what I was talking about earlier, about them catching the person and killing them.
Yeah, they snowballed that pick, and that was really good. Once they could get the one pick and keep going off of that, that's when their comp really excels. Because with Sivir, you're all about the chase. You want to be able to... I don't understand why there was 2 ping pools right there, but you know... Oh,
I think though they knew that Quantum Physics was going to get out of hand. And so they were trying to cut up the bleeding before it even starts. So they were going to try to get a really strong gank bottom lane and just try to let mid try to fend for itself. So when it comes to late game, they can all just jump on top of Quantum Physics and just murder him.
Yeah, and at least, can you click on the gold again really quick? I want to see the Wukong's gold there. The Wukong has sitting on almost 2,000 gold before he went B, and so is the Rengar. But at least he got enough of the gold gap. He's lowered it to
1,600.
1,600, so he's gained 400 gold on him here recently, which is a lot better than me in 2,000 gold down, I'm sure on that.
Well, also the later the game.
Yeah, the later the game gets. Their turtle presence might not be as high as him, but they do have Sivir, and her
Look at that
wave
Rengar
is just
damage
insane.
there.
Yeah, Rengar gets pretty ridiculous once you get to level 9 and 10 when his sustain's at its highest, and he can start leveling up those Q stacks.
Now look, they're playing little balls right here.
Oh, and that is a, okay. Go back, please. Camera, please. Oh, never mind. That Akali there just. Oh, and that is a great stun. Oh, tower dive and a Rengar though might not be smart. He's gonna die here. No, he's not. That's a good pick on that Leona though. They could have dived that, but I guess they decided not to. Maybe smarter than me. There's gonna be a stun. This might be a kill here. That is a lot of damage coming out. That Elise is almost dead too. No, that Jinx is about to get excited and clean this up. That Jinx is going to be excited and clean this up. Oh, and the boomerang blade almost with the kill on me. And that is going to be a dead Leona as well. So a really good engagement turned into a 3-for-0 against them.
They thought last when they were so strong enough they could just force down mid-turn.
And they did not. They should not have without their full team. Their team is really team fight oriented, like you said. If they want to win in the mid game, they have to wait on cooldowns, and they have to be able to stack the teams up. What's up, dude? Where's my food?
Oh?
Okay. But yeah.
Sponsor.
Yeah. Shout out to Raising. I think it's Raising Canes. We'll have to eat this later. Yeah, for real. Thank you, Legos. And Mackenzie, and Dan, and whoever you are, and Meepo. Say thank you, Mackenzie. You remembered. That's fine. So. Are you serious? What?
Mackenzie, the support.
Yeah. Team Mom. Best sub in A. What? Oh, okay, that's fine then. But now we're back in the action. We can see that.
Rengar, I don't know, maybe, I mean, he was kiting him pretty solid right there, so I don't know if he can fight him.
It's all about, the worst part about top lane right now is they're going to get so tanky, they're not going to be able to do anything to each other. So once it gets past about 15-20 minutes and they start getting their items, it takes a lot to be able to take one of those guys down. And neither of them are really itemizing damage-wise. So it's going to take a lot. And also that Renekton built a lot for the early game with the 2 Doran slates and the Doran shield. It's not going to be able to get much out of it, so.
Well, see, the thing I like to notice is that the Leaf has Aegis the Legion right now.
Yes, she does.
Let's be more of a team fighting presence against this.
Yeah,
there's not really any AP on the enemy team, so I'm guessing she's going mostly for the shield.
I guess. So.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the best use of her money right now.
No, I think that if they would have went more damage here and tried to snowball the game, it would have been more in their favor. Because Elise does a lot. That was a good pick, but they're not going to be able to follow up on it. The invisible. Let's see if this Rengar, who popped his ult, I believe. No, he did not. Yeah, Rengar did pop his ult there to try and engage, but they didn't do anything with it. So again, that's a wasted ultimate.
I definitely like
so.
the Aegis though against their team since they're so AoE heavy. Even though those guys disagree, I think it was a good choice.
Huh? Marksman? Yeah, it's a marksman. Get it right, scrub.
I like the background.
But it's all good. We'll be able to see some people come out here. Hopefully their team fight will be a little bit
They
better.
didn't really waste anything except for Rengar ulti right
Which
now.
isn't necessity, but it's a plus to have. Hopefully they can get in on this. If they do, Dragon comes up here in a minute. Maybe if they can get a good fight on Dragon, then you might be able to see something happen. But at this point, I just
Ooh,
see.
they might be able to take a lot of damage on mid-turn.
No, they're gonna follow up from behind, but I don't think that's warded either. They did. That's a great pick by that Amumu. But he only locked up one person, and it was their support. Yeah, Jinx did get out, but again, at what cost? That it looks to me like that Akali is just gonna go ham. And there is and again, that's the problem. They did not lock up Akali. The ultimate only hit the, I believe it was the Thresh, and the Thresh didn't even die. So like if their ult's a miss, their team comp kind of falls apart. They also don't have enough burst damage on the team to absolutely burst somebody down who gets caught. And that's really going to not be good for the Akali. Like, the Akali's just going to be able to run free, because if you can't burst her down, she's just going to drop her stealth thing. And stealth's a little bit broken right now with the removal of oracles and pink quartz limitations, so.
Well, I'm surprised I'm not seeing more Oracle Trinket over there on.
Yeah, so.
You know what would help blue team out right now?
A Baron
Nice
throw?
from Subway for $4.95.
Shameless plugs, man. Shameless plugs.
I know, but I gotta.
Oh, you might see this Rengar go down here, actually. No, he's gonna have to pop his. Oh, the super mega death rocket. Oh no.
Oh god.
At least he saw him there. They might be able to get the dragon off of this though, and that'd be really good for a trade at least. No kill and a dragon, unless of course this Akali decides to go man mode and just destroy their whole team. If I was that Sivir, I would definitely be getting towards the back of the dragon pit. But at least they got it with no contest. They might be able to even push up mid here, but it looks like they're going to go bottom lane. I think the mid tower would have been better for another objective. See, they're pinging to go save it, but it looks like they're going to push up bottom. And the Amumu's not even there, so this might be a little bit risky for them because they're coming back.
They're going to get the top tower.
And they are going to trade top tower for it, so they didn't really lose. Well, they did lose a little bit more because the dragon's going to be worth a little bit more than a tower now since they reduced the...
Alright, so Ringer want to fight right here. That's the thing.
Now they're going to do some fisticuffs, and they're both going to walk away and regen back to full health. Top lane problems.
Hey, you said that.
Look at this. They're just like this one guy. Yeah, they're doing stuff. They're hitting each other. And then now they're gone. Now watch. Give it a minute and a half, and they'll be back to full health, and nothing will happen again.
I don't know. It looks like a moo-moo. It looks like they're trying to.
Looks like they might try to go to the blue.
Ooh, there's a bait here.
Yes, there is. But I believe they just spotted out that ward up there, so at least they know that they're there. But they do not know that the Sivir, Leona, and the Wukong are waiting in the waits. But it will have to be them insta-gibbing that Akali. And I quite honestly just don't see that happening because they don't have any burst damage. I mean, they're doing better this game because the Wukong has his Hydra and the Sivir has a Bloodthirster. So they have some core items a lot earlier than they did last game, but I don't know. I just don't think they have the damage right now.
They just need to lock up Akali. Ignore the Jinx.
Yeah.
Jinx has cleanse.
Jinx has cleanse, so they can't get on her. I don't know what the Jinx looks like she's going to be grabbing a static shift, so. But you'll be able to see them start sieging towers extremely effectively here soon. The only bright spot is that this Renekton and Rengar are kind of canceling each other's split push out. It looks like Renekton's slowly gaining the lead, but the longer they stay in lane, the more strong Rengar will get because he has more sustain.
I'm surprised I'm not seeing Mikhails from the Thresh, very early Mikhails from the Thresh.
Yeah, because there's a lot of CC, but the Mikhails does not help with the Wukong knockup, but it would help with the Leona and the...
Q, and it would help with Amumu.
Yes, it would. So I also don't quite understand why this Amumu's not getting any damage at all. He was kind of the only one on their team who was fed. And so, if the Wukong was so far behind, I think he should have looked a little bit more safer and went a little tankier. But maybe then have a Mumu come up and do a little bit more damage. But you know, I'm crazy, and that might be why I'm stuck down here. But
I don't know. I could definitely see that. I mean,
so because you don't have to be the predetermined. Oh, he's gonna be the burst damage. He's gonna be the tank. You could have switched it up because both of their ults are very effective against one another, and they both do a lot of damage without items. So. I don't know, I guess I would just like to see it. You could have used the money more effectively. Same way with this Elise. Like, she just picked up her haunting guys. I think if she would have rushed that before the locket, I think they probably would have been able to get this a lot sooner.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm not seeing a sword shoot.
Yeah, exactly. But the Elise, of course, does get her movement speed buff from her spider.
Well, so the magic pin with that and the early haunting guys would definitely be enough to...
So, and this Akali has her gun blast, haunting guys, sword shoots, and it looks like she's either going to go for a... Yeah, she just completed her Zanya's as well, so what is this?
I feel like plugging
shameless plug, man. But it's okay. Hopefully we can see a team fight here soon. I just don't think they're strong enough and they can't really lock anybody down. I think for them to happen, I think they're either going to have to get lucky or purple side's going to have to make a throw here.
Well, they're only down about 6k, and the longer the game goes, the better it is in blue team. Okay, can they need
That's not a good initiate, because they did not get to the backline. Oh, he locked up though. Let's see if... Yeah, and that's going to spell the death of their team, because they blew their ults on their front line. They can't be doing that. They don't have enough damage to be able to take down the front line, so if they blow their ults, they're not going to be able to follow up on it. And there's the Akali just going, man. And this might actually be... Yeah, they can't end it off of this, but they'll be able to take an inhib for sure. And even after that, they might be able to go for Baron, because they still have 20 seconds on the Rengar and Sivir. So, we'll see what's going on here. Looks like they might be heading to Baron. I don't think they'll take top tower. They do have minions up there. They might just go for the safe top tower then, so. They do have that Renekton who is extremely tanky. He should just start.
They could also use the elite
They should just start taking this turret. I don't know why they're not. Because their Jinx is gonna melt that turret. Now, if they wanted to fight here, they don't even have their ultimates up still, so they can't really force anything. I just don't see how they're gonna come back from this. I really hope that they do. But I just don't think they have the damage output to be able to kill their front line right now.
Well, they pretty much die their own damage.
Yeah.
Whenever they use everything on the front line.
Yeah, they keep using all their ults on the front lines and they're just
or the AD
not stopping it. Like, they have to be able to get to the Jinx and kill the Jinx. If they can't kill the Jinx, they lose. And they can't even kill the Akali either. Like, yeah,
that's the only person they should be considering. It should be a 5v1 game right now.
There you go. Let's see if they can get onto her here.
Nobody has
to go invisible.
There we go.
Let's see. Does he have his ultimate? Nope. And then he Zonya's and just gets out of it every single time.
Now it's too late. Too late to do what they should have been doing this time.
Yep. I just don't see how they're going to be able to come back from this, so. I just don't think they have the damage output. They're relying too much on the Sivir, and the Sivir is 0-5 right now, and they forced her to build into a Hex Drinker, which is not the greatest DPS item. I think if they get a fight here and they win another fight, it will be the end of this game. So they'll be able to push that.
They're down tons of gold.
They're down what now? 16,000, 10,000 gold? 16, man, I can do math real well.
16, 10,000
wow.
gold.
16, 10,000, man.
Looks like
this might be the fight I was talking about too, because he's just going man mode into 4 people, and they still can't kill the Renekton. That's what I'm talking about. They just don't have the damage. This Super Mega Death Rocket has already been used, and there's the follow-up, and that is more than likely going to be the game, sir. That is a 5 for... nope. The Wukong made it out with less health than I can even see. So...
he always thinks
that Wukong, man. Boku too strong with his life. He's getting stingy with that 5 extra health, man. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be the end of the game unless this Rengar... That Akali is just too strong.
DC for days and that spells.
And that is the game, it looks like, guys. It wasn't really a good match, though. That Akali just got way too thin. I just don't think they have the damage output to kill the front line. Like I said, their Renekton's going to get tanky, and when he gets tanky, they won't be able to get over it. So.
Well, the Rengar and the Renekton are staying top lane.
Yeah.
So they didn't need to jump on Akali. When they jumped on Akali, they won that fight.
They did. The one time they killed Akali, they won the fight. They didn't kill Akali. Yeah, twice actually. So, other than that, it was a good game.
Yeah.
It looks like it's our turn to play. So I'm gonna go eat some food first.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go hopefully win our game. So I hope to see you guys back in the finals.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.
I'll see you guys later. Sorry for my bad cast.